The Weeksville Heritage Center not only keeps the history of Weeksville alive through preservation, but we collaborate with the local Black community members, academics, and grassroots initiatives who center Black culture, community, and creativity through our public programming. Our free Weeksville weekends and free Weeksville Wednesdays include a seasonal farmers market, a harvest festival, workshops on financial literacy and voting advocacy, performances, and much, much more. And remember, you are always welcome at Weeksville. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, I'm Sabia Mishael Day. I'm a poet living in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm presenting a poem called Purpose Poem that really relates to my journey with mental health and wellness. So enjoy. I am in a process of reinvention. At the same time, I wonder if I ever invented myself in the first place, or simply gathered others' words for me, bending my stem away from light, leaning into everyone else's opinions, except for the sun, who wants nothing more than to shine down on every wilted leaf, feed every caterpillar the wisdom of butterflies. And so I have begun. I have pulled myself out of ditches in my memory, trenches made of mistakes detonated, distraught, damp with doubt, too cold to shiver off. I have begun waking up, hiding agony, the scars we wear, meaning we're capable of healing. And so I collect myself and our stories, all the miles traveled here for me to wake up here as me, with my affinity for kindness in a world that sensualizes pain, criminalizes existence. I ache to thrive. So I must deserve to. Waking up, hiding agony, the scars we wear, capable of healing, the memories that make me wince in disappointment of myself cannot matter anymore because today I have begun. I walk around, releasing, breathing, filling and refilling my own cup, speaking my needs, my dreams over tea, misting my skin, unbinding myself from othered words, others' worlds cast over me. Spent a lot of time at the edge of nothing, trying to fly over heartbreak, blurring names, feeling silly, sleepless, inconsequential, stumbling, giddy, sweating beads, breaking necklaces, careless of me. And why is it so easy to discount my amounts? Why do I trust my nightmares more than my dreams? Careless of me and my body, but then I remembered me. What woke me? Love. Love for myself, so deep beyond the hate for any other thing else. Desire for more, better, something better. And today, every little step is better, is enough. Today, here in my body, being capable of healing, capable of creating, capable. Imagine being every day, not pretending, not shortcutting, just doing, being, step by painful step, poignant shifts, only ever so often, but always moving, slow, steady, and the stillness and the breathing into it, gritting, sinking, lifting, stretching, feeling stupid because I'm just about to take flight, and here on the street I look ridiculous with these giant wings.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Dr. Raymond Codrington, and I'm the President and CEO of Weeksville Heritage Center. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, staff, and supporters, I welcome you to Weeksville. We are honored to be in partnership with the Brooklyn Borough President's Office and Antonio Reynoso for this Black History Month virtual celebration event. Next year, hopefully, we'll be in person, fingers crossed. It is a sincere pleasure to have all of you here, especially during Black History Month, a time that holds so much cultural and historical significance for us all. The historic community of Weeksville was founded in 1838 to create a safe and healthy place for Black people to live and build a community. With this year's focus on health and wellness, the event continues the tradition of providing a space to bring awareness to the issues that confront our communities. All of this in the effort to help our friends and neighbors live healthier lives. In many ways, for Black people and people of color, living healthy and thriving is an act of resistance and resilience in the face of systems and institutions that oftentimes choose not to see us. In that spirit, I hope we're able to keep our dialogue and actions moving forward as we think about the changes that need to be made in relation to improving health outcomes for our communities. As I pause, I want to congratulate the honorees and thank them for their incredible work. And now I would like to welcome Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to celebrate my first Black History Month as Brooklyn Borough President right here at the amazing Weeksville Heritage Center. This historical site and cultural center in central Brooklyn is a leader in preserving and teaching Black history, especially during a time when both are being threatened. The history of Weeksville is great. Once being one of the largest free Black communities in pre-Civil War America. What better place in Brooklyn to celebrate Black History Month than right here? During this month, we celebrate those who fought and sacrificed their lives for the freedoms of not just Black people and African Americans, but ultimately for every person of color. We celebrate those who preserve and teach this rich history. We celebrate the advocates who continue to fight for equality and equity in our society. And we celebrate those who continue to do greatness and be great for our communities. But Black history and Black greatness should be something we consciously celebrate every day. For without that history, we wouldn't be where we are. I wouldn't have been elected as the first Latinx borough president in New York City. And in the spirit of celebration, I'm excited to be joined today by 3 inspiring, hardworking Brooklynites who embody that Black greatness. They've contributed endlessly to areas of education, advocacy, and health. And for that, I'd like to honor my first citations of the administration to these honorees. Our first honoree is a dedicated member of her community and has given her time and effort to ensure that the children and families of Williamsburg, Greenpoint, and Bushwick in North Brooklyn have a voice. She started out as a learning leader at PS 250K before branching out. In 2005, the Williamsburg community was favored when Tessa decided to run to be a member of Community Education Council 14. The CEC, then in its infancy, greatly benefited from having such a vocal advocate for children and families at its realm. Amongst other things, Tessa has been the Brooklyn Borough President appointee member of the Chancellor's Blue Book Working Group, member of the District 14 Leadership Team, District 14's Diversity Task Force, and a founding member of the Education Council Consortium. In 2015, Tessa stepped down from the Community Education Council and became employed by the United Federation of Teachers as a coordinator in the Office of Community and Parent Outreach. She served as the chairwoman of Education Youth Subcommittee of Community Board 1, board member of New York City Kids PAC, and proud member of the NAACP. This school year, 2021, Tessa started a new journey at the U of T and is privileged to serve her beloved Brooklyn community once again. She is the new Brooklyn Community and Parent Outreach Liaison and looks forward to her future endeavors. Raised by parents who lived in the Jim Crow South, Tessa Wilson knew early on in life that you must stand up and make your voice be heard, not only for those issues that concern and affect you, but for any issue and any concern that affects any fellow human being. Now, therefore, I, Antonio Reynoso, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation on Tessa Wilson. In my official capacity, in the first citation that I'm handing out as Borough President, for it to be to Tessa Wilson, a good friend and a great advocate and leader in our communities, is an honor and a joy. So in witness, now therefore, I, as President of Borough of Brooklyn, am again conferring this citation to you, Tessa Wilson.
First, I would like to thank our new Borough President, Antonio Reynoso, for bestowing this honor on me. I want to thank him also for acknowledging the work that I've done in our community and just observing the contribution that I was able to make to the children and the families of the district that I had the pleasure of serving. It really is an esteemed honor and privilege to have this happen in the historic Weeksville, where my people are recognized, where the images of the people that I come from are here. And so it really is a pleasure. It really is an honor, and I'm humbled deeply for such an award. Thank you so much, Mr. Borough President. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to thank our next honoree for his outstanding research and clinical and administrative skills. He is highly respected internal medicine and kidney disease doctor here in the great borough of Brooklyn, as well as in the national and international nephrology community. He runs a busy clinical practice at Downstate, and his research has discovered potential agents for preventing damage and blockage of blood vessels, ultimately saving lives. Dr. Moro Salifu is a tenured professor of medicine and chairman of the Department of Medicine at Downstate Health Sciences University in Brooklyn. He also serves as the director of the Brooklyn Health Disparities Center. The Brooklyn Health Disparities Center was established in 2004 as a partnership between SUNY Downstate, the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health, and the Brooklyn Borough President's Office. Its mission is to eliminate health disparities in Brooklyn through community engagement, health education, health promotion, and research to find solutions. In the COVID-19 pandemic and under his leadership, the center has partnered with community leaders to educate the Brooklyn community and the public in general on prevention, treatment, and follow-up of COVID-19. Now, therefore, I, Antonio Reynoso, the president of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation on Dr. Moro Salifu.
Good morning, everyone. I'm deeply honored for our Brooklyn Borough President, Antonio Reynoso, for conferring this wonderful honor on me this morning. We have a long journey to go as a community of Black and Brown. On the occasion of Black History Month, we have to actually take a pause, reflect, honor the people who made this country great and around the world, honor the people of today who have continued to contribute to the greatness of this country, both Black women and men, and around the world, and to look towards the future to see what lies ahead in terms of progress. My work at Downstate has to do with community outreach, making sure that we create pipeline programs to educate our community kids to become real people and successful, and also to encourage health promotion, health education in the barber shops, the salons, the places of worship around Central Brooklyn. I'm therefore honored that this has been recognized by the Borough President to the extent that I've been selected to be the honoree of today. So I'd like to thank you very much, and I wish you and your administration the very best luck in the next 4 years. So thank you.
Our next honoree is a dedicated educator and a community activist and strengthened communities near and far. Ms. Julie Dent has developed educational experiences for children that address cognitive, social, emotional, and physical needs of all children. In her capacity as Executive Site Director at the Life Audrey Johnson Learning Center, until her retirement in January of 2020, Julie Dent worked day in and day out with her educational director, board of director, teachers, and supporting staff to create the most wholesome environment possible for students entrusted to her care. In addition to her role as an educator, Julie Dent is a determined activist who has relentlessly worked to protect and provide healthcare needs of young people. While serving as vice chairperson on the Woodhull Hospital Advisory Board, Ms. Dent helped to lobby the mayor and the city council health committee to earmark $2.3 million for asthma, HIV/AIDS, and lead poisoning prevention. Since 1981, she continues to channel her passion for building stronger community through her volunteer work on Community Board 4. She served as chairperson of Community Board 4 for many, many years until she stepped down in June 2018 and retired from CB4 in December of 2019. Julie prides herself for having the ability to work closely and fairly with all elected officials and government agencies. As an educator, activist, public servant, community leader, and a friend, Ms. Dent has received numerous awards and honor for her service to the children and families of New York. But today, I, Antonio Reynoso, the president of the Borough of Brooklyn, am allowed to now hereby confer this citation as Borough President, again, to Julie Dent. Julie Dent. So this is the first round of citations that I'm giving out as a Borough President, and I can't tell you how happy and grateful I am that you're one of the first 3 that will be receiving it. So thank you so much.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I would like to keep on my mask for the health and safety of all. I would like to give thanks for receiving this most honorable award from our most distinguished Borough President, Antonio Reynoso. I would also like to thank God, who is the head of my life, and all of the other honorees. I had the opportunity as serving as the chairperson of Community Board 4 and the executive director of the Audrey Johnson Learning Center, and worked for many, many years with our most distinguished Borough President, Antonio Reynoso. He was always kind, fair, and understanding. We worked on many, many initiatives for the betterment of Bushwick. While working with him as the chairperson of Community Board 4, he treated me with so much dignity and respect. He recognized and never failing to let me know that he recognized my efforts as well as my contributions, time to the Bushwick community. I stand on the shoulders of so many, many leaders, and I would like to accept this honor from my Borough President in relationship to all of the people that gave so much of their time. I am internally grateful to my Borough President for wanting to honor me. And I would like to thank everyone, especially him, for this most distinguished award. Thank you very much.
Alberto. I'm from Heal House, meditation instructor, and in this session, it's going to be a quick experience that I invite you to explore. This is in honor of our ancestors, all the people that have come before us, that have laid the land that we live on now. There's a value in us connecting to our ancestry, allowing us to feel the power that has been embedded in us through generations. So let us take this moment to find a still place, a quiet place for us to settle in and feel the sense of the body slowing down. Allow yourself to feel a connection to Mother Earth, the support she provides in this moment. Allow the mind to notice the stillness within the body, the connection with Mother Earth. Let us bring to mind our ancestors who have done so much for us to be where we are today. Let us take this moment to feel the presence of our body, the flow of our breath, the power that lives within us. Take a deep breath in. Feel the power of this breath. Deep breath out. Relieving, feeling at ease as you let it go. Continue to allow the breath to be deep. Allow it to flow naturally, powerfully. Bring to mind an ancestor that you are grateful for. Whether it's someone in your immediate family or an ancestor of fame, notoriety, whether a mathematician, a scientist, a crop worker. Just bring to mind someone who has gone through so much in order for us to be where we are today. Take a deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in, feeling a sense of gratitude for who you are. And release. Allow that gratitude to radiate out from you in all directions. May our gratitude for who we are and where we came from continue to shine forth. As you hear the sound of the bell, allow the sound to resonate within you as a reminder of how conscious you can be in this moment. When you no longer hear the sound, feel free to open the eyes and reconnect to this moment. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to turn over this program to the great and inspiring councilmember, Chiosei.
What an incredible celebration of Black excellence. Miss Wilson, Dr. Salifu, and Miss Dent, thank you for your contributions to our society, and thank you, Brooklyn Borough President, for convening this inspiring program at the historic Weeksville Heritage Center. As was mentioned in the program, Black history and Black greatness should be acknowledged and celebrated every single day through our actions, and we look forward to doing that, just that, in Brooklyn.
The houses are open if anybody wants to go inside and take a peek. The community of Weeksville thrived for about 100 years into the early 1900s, when it then became part of Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights eventually. These are the historic structures. They are landmark structures. The other significant part of the Weeksville story is the rediscovery of Weeksville in the 60s, in the late 60s, during the Black Power movement, where these homes were almost demolished by the urban renewal plan. And it was a groundswell of community support that actually saved them. Churches and Boy Scouts and community members and partnership with Pratt, they were able to get these houses landmarked and protected. The last two houses are the two families we know the most about because we were able to get oral histories over the years. This was the Johnson family, which was one daughter and 7 sons. And that home was actually, the other significant part of the Weeksville story is the rediscovery